But you say you know me, but I see only what you're paid to show me. Oh, I wish you had the time. Oh, I wish you had the time. Oh, but I understand you. I know you need to move in other circles too. It's tough for me. It's tough for you. But how I've adored you. I'd ask you over, but I can't afford you. Oh, I wish you'd take the time. Oh, I wish you'd take the time. Oh, but the night goes slowly. I know you're working, but you must get lonely too. It's tough for me. Oh, it's tough for you. Oh, and I'm in a bad way and wanna make love to you. Oh, I wish you had the time. Oh, I wish you had the time. Oh, but I really need you. But I suppose that my small change won't see you through. It's tough for me. It's tough for you. Hey, folks. Happy Sunday. Starting out there with an obscure Billy Joel track from 1974 on probably what I would consider one of his more underrated albums, but certainly also his least celebrated album. Or at least talked about. Cold Spring Harbor gets talked about a lot because of all the shenanigans that went around with it, which was his very first one. But that one came out after the Piano Man album, and it was kind of the typical sophomore effect where nothing hit and nothing quite worked and all of that. But I thought there were some great songs on it. And he was still kind of building the career and the skill set that would make him who he was. And I also like it that song is written about a prostitute, because it just goes to show you that there's no life experience not worth putting into a song. Kind of a pretty little thing. Okay, let's say hi to some people. King of the World, how we doing? Can you please play Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis or Summer of '69 by Bryan Adams? Amazing if you feel like playing both. Thanks as always. Love that you go live. Thanks, King. I'll put that in the queue. Hey, Al, joining us from Hawaii. Love your Friday lessons. Well, thank you. I'm glad that they're doing you some good, my friend. Thanks for joining us today. Chris Herb is here. Hi, Steve. Great lesson this past Friday. Can you play something or Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles or Drive by Alan Jackson? Okay. All good choices. Thanks, Chris. Allison's joining us today. She says, hi, Steve. Can I request And So It Goes? All right. Yes, indeed. Lovely tune. Thanks, Allison. Good to see you again. Valeyard is here. Happy Sunday, Steve. Can you play Stay or Running on Empty or anything else by Jackson Browne? Okay. See if we can get some Jackson Browne in for you today. Ruth Hooker's here. How we doing? The Unicorn Girl. Jake Strapoli. Hey, Steve, can you play the Root Beer Rag and or The Entertainer? Okay. Some Billy Joel requests coming at me today. Maxime is here. Hey, Steve, can you play Tonight or Sorry Seems to Be the Hardest Word by Elton John? Okay. You're in a Blue Moves kind of mood. All right. Stephen McKibben is here. Hope you're well. How about some Waylon Jennings? All right. Duly noted, sir. Thanks for joining us. Bill Hasty's here. Hey, Steve, how about Captain Jack? All right, Bill, but you got to hang in for the whole show, because once I get done doing that one, there ain't doing much else. There's no voice left to do much else, so we'll probably do it last or very, very nearly last, if not very last. But good tune. All right. Hey, Thomas. Silvio is here. Happy Sunday right back. Or excuse me, Silvio is here. I said your name wrong, and I apologize, my friend. From Romania, thank you for joining us, and happy Sunday right back at you. Kay Giamatti is here. Hey, Steve, can you play With or Without You by U2, because St. Patrick's Day is coming up. Hope you have a nice day. I'll see what I can do for you. Sagan Lacey is here. Hey, Steve, can you play Bruce Hornsby, That's the Way It Is, or Steve Winwood's Back in the High Life again? All right, in the queue. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks for being here. Thomas George is wondering if I can do some Heal the World by Michael Jackson. Outstanding. Highway to Hell by AC/DC. Those are the two extremes in thought, aren't they? Somewhere between Highway to Hell and Heal the World, the truth lies. Outstanding. Okay. Okay. That's all the requests that we have at the moment, but we'll check in again later. Here we got quite a few to work with to get started. Let's start out. Chris Herb wants to hear some George Harrison from the Beatles, which I strongly endorse. And get some lyrics up here for you. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's all right. Little darling, it's been a long, long, cold winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's all right. Little darling, the smiles return into the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's all right. Here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, I say, it's all right. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's all right. It's all right. All right. Love that song. Thanks, Chris. Let's see if I can get to your other requests, or at least some of them, as the night goes on. All right. Okay, well, Jackson Browne. I don't know the ones that you're talking about. I mean, it's not that I've never heard them, but I'm not like so super familiar with them. I'd kind of forget how the chorus or how the verses and stuff go, so I wouldn't be able to fake my way. But I do know some Jackson Browne. Now, I normally play Doctor My Eyes, but I'm going to do a different one tonight. which this is one of those times where I'm just telling you right out of the chute, this could be a train wreck. Okay, we'll see how this goes. This has always been one of my favorite Jackson Browne tunes. Well, look at that girl with the lights coming up in her eyes. Oh, she's gotta be somebody's baby. Yeah, she must be somebody's baby. All the guys in the corner stand back and let her walk on by. Oh, she's gotta be somebody's baby. She must be somebody's baby. She's gotta be somebody's baby. She's so fine. She's probably somebody's only light, gonna shine tonight. Yeah, she's probably somebody's baby, alright. Heard her talking with her friends when she thought no one else was around. Said she's gotta be somebody's baby. Yeah, she must be somebody's baby. 'Cause when the cars and the signs and the street lights up in the town, oh, she's got to be somebody's baby. Yeah, she must be somebody's baby. She's gotta be somebody's baby. She's so fine. She's gotta be somebody's only light, gonna shine tonight. Yeah, she's gonna be somebody's baby tonight. I try to shut my eyes, but I can't get her out of my sight. I know I'm gonna know her, but I gotta get over my fright. Just walk up to her, gonna talk to her tonight. Yeah, she's gonna be somebody's only light, gonna shine tonight. Yeah, she's gotta be somebody's baby tonight. Yeah. Yeah, she's gotta be somebody's baby tonight. All right, there. We got a little Jackson Browne happening for our friend Valeyard. Thank you for the requests. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have here? Well, we have a lot of Billy Joel requests, so let's just do one of them here, and then we'll mix it up in between so that we don't do like 5 Billy Joel songs in a row. A lot of good ones here. How about we do, let's do a track from the same album that we did earlier. We did a song from the Street Life Serenade album earlier. And we will do another song from Street Life Serenade now, and it's called The Entertainer. I am the entertainer. I know just where I stand. Another serenade and another long-haired band. Today I am your champion. I may have won your hearts, but I know the game. You've forgotten my name, and I won't be here in another year if I don't stay on the chart. Oh. I am the entertainer. Wait a minute. Hold it, guys. Sorry, I'm looking at this, and this suddenly has a verse I'm not used to. It actually says cut verse. So I'm adding a verse in that is in the lyrics here. This must have been on some kind of special edition that I haven't purchased or something. So sorry, it threw me off. I am the entertainer. I dress to fit the style. I wear all kinds of sparkles. I flash the crowd my smile. And when the night is over, I stand without my clothes. Perspiration stains and varicose veins. My eyes look shot and my belly's got a pot and there's a pimple on my nose. I'm sorry, that makes me laugh. I don't know if that was written at the time or if that's something that he wrote later in life, but that's pretty funny. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled song. I am the entertainer. Had to pay my price. Things I didn't know at first, I learned by doing it twice. Still they come to haunt me. Still they want their say. So learn to dance with a hand in my pants. I let them rub my neck and then I write them a check and they go their merry way. Oh, I'm the entertainer. Been all around the world. Played all kinds of palaces and laid all kinds of girls. I can't remember faces, don't remember names. But what the hell, you know it's just as well. After a while and a million miles, it all becomes the same. I am the entertainer. Bring to you my songs. Like to spend a day or two, but I can't stay that long. No, I got to meet expenses, got to stay in line, gotta get those fees to the agencies, and I'd love to stay, but there's bills to pay, I just don't have the time. I'm the entertainer, come to my show, learn my latest record, it's been on the radio. It took me years to write it, they were the best years of my life. It was a beautiful song that it ran too long. If you're gonna have a hit, you gotta make a bit. They cut it down to 305. I am the entertainer, the idol of my age. I make all kinds of money when I go on the stage. You've seen me in the papers, been in the magazines. But if I grow cold, I won't get sold. I'll get put in the back of a discount rack like another can of beans. Let me see. entertainer. I know just where I stand. Another serenader from another long-haired band. Today I am your champion. I may have won your hearts, but I know the game. You forget my name, and I won't be here in another year if I don't stay on the charts. All right. Sorry, I was a little disjointed. I was very entertained by this cut verse. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Not very many things surprise me anymore, but that surprised me. Let's do one for our friend Maxime in Russia here. He wants to hear some Elton John. This one goes back to 1976. What have I gotta do to make you love me? What have I gotta do to make you care? What do I do when lightning strikes me? I awake to find that you're not there. What do I do to make you want me? What have I gotta do to be heard? What do I say when it's all over? Sorry seems to be the hardest word. It's sad, so sad. It's a sad, sad situation, and it's getting more and more absurd. It's sad, so sad. Why can't we talk it over? Oh, it seems to me sorry seems to be the hardest word. Sad, so sad. It's a sad, sad situation, and it's getting more and more absurd. It's sad, so sad. Why can't we talk it over? Well, it seems to me sorry seems to be the hardest word. What do I do to make you want me? What have I gotta do to make you care? What do I do when lightning strikes me? What have I gotta do? What have I gotta do? Sorry seems to be hardest work. Sorry seems to be the hardest work. All right. Okay, this one is for our friend Sagan. It's either Sagan or Sagan, and I'm not sure how you say that, so please forgive me. Well, it might even be something completely different from that, and I'm just pronouncing it like a schmuck who doesn't know. But I'm going to do a song by Steve Winwood here to honor this request, which is always kind of an uplifting piece to me. And one of my favorite songs from the 80s goes a little bit like this. Used to seem to me my life went on too fast. I had to take it slowly just to make the good parts last. But when you're born to run, it's so hard to just slow down. So don't be surprised to see me back in the bright part of town. Be back in the high life again. All the doors are closed one time, will open up again. Be back in the high life again. All the eyes that watched me once will smile and take me in. Drink and dance with one and free, have the world so easily. And oh, we'll be a sight to see. Back in the high life again. You used to be the best, make life be life to me. Hope that you're still out there, you're like you used to be. We'll have ourselves a time, we'll dance till morning sun. We'll let the good times roll in, and won't stop until we're done. We'll be back in the high life again. All the doors are closed one time, we'll open up again. Back in the high life again. All the eyes that watched me once will smile and take me in. We'll drink and dance with one and free, have the world so easily. You know we'll be a sight to see. Back in the high life again. High life. Back in the high life, baby. smile and take me in. We'll drink and dance with one and free. Let the world back into me. You know we'll be a sight to see. Back in the high life again. Back in the high life. All right, thanks for that great request. Love that tune. Okay. This one's going out to our relatively new friend of the community, Allison. I think that's probably she, S-H-I-H. I don't know. If I'm getting that wrong, please forgive me. Were we in person, I would ask you how to pronounce it, and then I would most likely do it correctly. But appreciate you being here, Allison, and yeah, this is one of my favorite songs. It's a little bit of a melancholy song, but man, so gorgeous. In every heart there is a room, a sanctuary safe and strong, to heal the wounds from lovers past, until a new one comes along. I spoke to you in cautious tones. You answered me with no pretense, but still I feel I said too much. My silence is my self-defense. And every time I've held a rose, it seems I only felt the thorns. And so it goes, and so it goes, and so will you soon, I suppose. But if my silence made you leave, then that would be my worst mistake. So I will share this room with you, and you can have this heart to break. This is why my eyes are closed. It's just as well for all I've seen. And so it goes, and so it goes, and you're the only one who knows. So I will choose to be with you. That's if the choice were mine to make. But you can make decisions too, and you can have this heart to break. And so it goes, and so it goes, and you're the only one who knows. Thanks, Allison. Okay, let's see here. This is one that could fall apart because I never remember exactly where it's going. So I'm just going to have to make it up, but I feel like there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to do this song. This is for our friend KJ Amani. Okay, we'll see how this goes. See the stone set in your eyes, see the thorn twist in your side, and I'll wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate on a bed of nails, she makes me wait. And I'll wait without you, with or without you, with or without you. Through the storm we reach the shore, give it all, but I want more. And I'm waiting for you, with or without you, with or without you. I can't live with or without you. You give yourself away, and you give yourself away, and you give, and you give, and you give yourself away. My hands are tied, my body bruised. She got me with nothing to win. She got me with nothing to win, nothing left to lose. This is where I get confused. So we're just gonna pretend like he's made the jump, and it's like, and you give yourself away, and you give yourself away, and you give, and you give, and you give yourself away, with with or without you. With or without you, oh, I can't live. With or without you, oh, oh, and you give, and you give, and you give yourself away. With or without you, with or without you, oh. Closest I can do today, KJ. Okay, we need to do a song here that I was contacted by in a private message. This is for our friend Ruth Hooker. She reached out on Facebook and asked if I could do one of my original songs. And of course, I want to honor that if I can. I got to find the lyrics for it because, of course, I do not remember the words. I don't remember the words to my own songs. It's just that simple. I don't play them enough to know the words to my own songs for the most part, so I have to have a cheat sheet. But this song, while I pull this up, this song was originally written for an album that came out in 2018, and it was, I had two things I was going for. I wanted to write something kind of happy and gooey, so that was the emotion I was going after. And I cannot locate these online, so I'm having to pull up my own song, my own little private batch here. Anyway, the other thing I was trying to do was something where I had where I squoze a lot of words into one song. I thought that would be kind of fun because sometimes you hear that as sort of a technique that people are doing. You know, it's like, how many words can I squeeze into this verse? And it was inspired by, there were a number of tunes that did that I kind of enjoyed, but Billy Joel has a song that deploys this. I'm going to take this for a second and show you what I mean. So he has a song, we played it last week, called Keeping the Faith. And, I'm just going to play a snippet of it. So he's got a lot of words. The verses have a lot of words, and they go really fast. You kind of have to squeeze them in any way that you can. It's like, we wore matador boots on the flag, brothers had them with a Cuban hue. Iridescent socks with the same color shirt, a tight pair of chinos. Oh, put on my sharkskin jacket, the kind with the velvet collar, diddy-bop shades. Oh, yeah. Took a fresh pack of Luckies and a man called Simpson. My old man's Trojans and his old spice after shave. Oh, got my hair in a pompadour. The rest of the Romeos wore permanent wave. Then he gets to this part, and it's like it's just kind of hold, You know, it's like not very many words. You're just kind of holding the note. Wave, yeah. I was keeping the faith. Yeah, 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 yeah. Keeping the faith. So as a, you know, song construction type thing, I kind of had that in mind. And I thought it would be fun to write kind of a gooey love song. And I just thought I started jotting things down because I didn't really have an angle. And I started kind of jotting down things that you like about somebody that are kind of weird, you know, like I don't know if you have ever seen Good Will Hunting, but there's this thing where they're talking about, oh, that's the good stuff, you know, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I'm not going to say everything that they were talking about, but the little stuff that happens that only you know about, you know. So I was writing down what are things that you might, you know, come to find kind of endearing about your partner when you've been together for a long time and no one else really knows about it because they don't live that part of your life. And it ended up being this, and so I kind of took those two ideas, and that became the story of the song, and the song construction kind of took a cue from Keeping the Faith, and I ended up with this, and you can listen to this and all my other songs on all the streaming platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, and everywhere that music is streamed. Anyway, I do love this one. This is one of my favorites of my originals. It's called Everything You Do. 2, 3. Well, I love the way you wear a ponytail when you feel lazy, and that stash of chocolate you keep hidden for when you're feeling crazy. And I love those worn-out flannel pants you like to wear at night, and how every time I'm eating something sweet you steal a bite. And I love the way that music gets you dancing without shame, and how much you just gotta win when we're playing a game. And I love that look that you give me when you want me to stay. But when I think about it, girl, what I'm trying to say is I love everything you do. And I love that I'm the one with you. I love the way you decorate for every new occasion, and how you take 1,000 pictures on each new vacation. I love that you still love to go make angels in the snow, and how you send a birthday card to everyone you know. And I love the times you want to wear my worn out baggy shirt, and even after all this time together you still love to flirt. And I love it when we laugh together till we're both in tears, and I know that I will still feel the same way in 30 years. I love everything you do. And I love that I'm the one with you. Well, I don't care where we're going, and I don't care what we do. If we're together, I'll be falling more in love with you. I love everything you do. And I love that I'm the one with you. Oh, I love everything you do. And I love that I'm the one with you. Love being with you. Love to be the one who's here with you. I love to be with you. And everything you do. Thanks, Ruth. Appreciate you supporting my original work. Okay. What else do we have here? All right, we're going to take a left turn here. Some Waylon Jennings for our friend Stephen McKibben. Well, there's a number of different directions I could go with this one. And it's tough to pick because I'm actually a pretty good-sized Waylon fan, but I'm going to go with my absolute favorite. We did this as a Sunday jam, I don't know, maybe a month or two ago. And just always kind of liked it. He goes, there's only two things in life that make it worth living. That's guitars that tune good and firm feeling women. I don't need my name in the marquee lights. I've got my song and you're here by my side. So maybe it's time we got back to the basics of love. Let's go to Luckenbach, Texas, Waylon and Willie and the boys. The successful life we're living's got us feuding like the Hatfields and McCoys. Between Hank Williams' pain songs, Newberry's train songs, Blue Eyes crying in the rain. Down in Luckenbach, Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain. Babe, let's sell your diamond rings, buy some boots and faded jeans and go away. This coat and tie are choking me, and in your high society we cry all day. Been so busy keeping up with the Jones, 4-car garage and we're still building on. Maybe it's time we got back to the basics of love. Let's go to Luckenbach, Texas, Waylon and Willie and the boys. The successful life we're living's got us feuding like the Hatfields and McCoys. Between Hank Williams' pain songs, Newberry's train songs, Blue Eyes crying in the rain. Down in Luckenbach, Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain. Let's go to Luckenbach, Texas, Waylon and Willie and the boys. The successful life we're living's got us feuding like the Hatfields and McCoys. Between Hank Williams' pain songs, Newberry's train songs, blue eyes crying in the rain. Down in Luckenbach, Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain. Being in Luckenbach, Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain. In Luckenbach, Texas, there ain't nobody feeling no pain. All right, Stephen McKibben, thank you very much. Before we carry on, let's check back in on the comment feed, see who else is here, what else people are asking for, all that good stuff. Okay, let's see here. Lots has happened since I was checked into the... Y'all have been talking a lot. Okay. I'm just trying to find my way back to where I left. Okay. Dreams, Cranberries. That's an interesting song. I really missed Dolores. I loved her voice. I was really sad when she passed. I like the Cranberries. Trace Montgomery is here. Weekend in New England, Barry Manilow. That's a good tune. Thanks, Trace. See what I can do about that. Allison shares that her favorite song of all time is Summer Highland Falls. All right. Very nice. Allison, I have to admit, I agree with you. Man in the Mirror slightly edges out Heal the World for me, but I love both of those songs, like To the Moon and Back. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Sylvia says, I've just read that Bridge Over Troubled Water is the favorite song of Elton, especially the piano part. That's interesting. I'd never heard that, Sylvia. I can say that it was recorded by a brilliant studio musician named Larry Knechtel, who was equally prolific at bass and organ. He was just an all-round terrific musician. Great dude. Legend in the studio circuit. Nancy Lenz is here from Nebraska. Aha, thank you very much. Good to have you with us. Neil, 1965, says, howdy Steve from rainy Manchester, UK. Sounding awesome. Well, thank you very much. First time to watch live, been following for years. Well, hey Neil, good to have you with us. Good to have you with us. Thank you for tuning in. I know it's a late night for you. Oh, good. I'm glad I got that right, Sagan. All right. I'll try to remember that in the future if you tune in and leave comments. Yeah. He played on a song, Steve Winwood played on Billy Joel's album The Bridge on a song called Getting Closer, which is one of my favorite album cuts of his. Always really dug that part. I'm a big fan of Steve Winwood's talent. He has a handful of songs that I really like. I'm not like a Steve Winwood, like sit and just like vibe on him. But I think he's an enormous talent. And the ones that I do like, I like a lot. Levi Sullivan's here. Happy Sunday, Steve. Can you do Billy's You're Only Human? You know, that might be one of the few that I've never actually tried to work up in any particular way. I'm sure that I could do something with it. I'm not sure I'll do it today or not, Levi, but it's something that I will put in my queue of things to work on. Okay. Thanks, Sagan. You're welcome. Moritz is joining us from Graz, Austria. I can't watch the show today because I caught an ugly gastrointestinal virus. Eek. Well, you get feeling better, my friend. You get feeling better. That's what the replay is for. Heal up. Heal up, Moritz. But thanks for dropping in and letting us know that you're not feeling well, but you're going to be okay. Okay. Okay, good. I got your name right. Thanks, Allison. I was like, I'm sure that's she, but what if it's Allison Sh? So I'm glad that it's actually not, but I just, Anyway, and thank you for the compliment. Happy to play it for you. Hey, Steve, it's Bryce from a few lives ago, wondering if you could play Lara. All right. Good tune. Pat is here from Fairbanks, Alaska. Well, very nice. I love the geographic diversity that we get at these things. Europe and Canada and Alaska now and several U.S. states, and usually we have some representation from Brazil or Argentina, all the way over into Russia. I have seen folks from Australia and Japan tune in. It's really it's great because like that covers people who are here for them in the very early morning and people who are here in the very late evening and people who are here in the middle of the day and in the evening. It's just pretty cool and across two different oceans. So thank you. You all humble me with this stuff. I always say Dan, and I apologize. It's my bad eyes, but I know who you are, Don. Don in Saskatoon. Oof, I'm late. I didn't realize the daylight savings time was this weekend. We don't go through that foolishness where I live. Oof, I wish we didn't here either. But I suffer for it twice a year. Well, we're happy that you're here with us now, Don. But yeah, we're on to Pacific Daylight and Central Daylight and Eastern Daylight and Mountain Daylight time here. Okay. Okay, recently I've listened to Billy Joel's Don't Ask Me Why and didn't notice you recently covered it. Yeah, we did that as a Sunday jam. Had a lot of fun with that with my friend Rob. Okay. Okay, let's see here. I will just carry on now with some new requests. Oh, hang on here. Jack Dirk Van Gool. Hey, I love your singing. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I don't think I've seen your name in the comment feed before. If you've been here, I apologize for missing it, but thank you for joining us. And Judah Putrich. I was just thinking of Bridge Over Troubled Water. Okay, and Steve, any advice for my 5-year-old who is trying to learn piano, working on consistent practicing at home? The two things I would say that are maybe a little bit less mechanical than, like, I'm sure that whatever teacher you're working with will have, they'll take care of the drills and the technical stuff and all of that. But what I what I found useful and sort of did intuitively, and it didn't always make the adults in my life happy, but it was what helped keep me in it. So just bear with me for 1 second. We'll get back to playing. But here's the deal. You don't learn piano quickly. You can learn the right technique, and you can shorten the learning curve dramatically depending on what you want to do if you're practicing the right technique for what you're trying to do. But the simple fact of the matter is, this is a game where people sort of overestimate what they can do in a short period of time, and they really, really underestimate what they can do in a longer period of time. So the most important thing is to stay in the game. If you want to get good at this, you have to stay in the game. And the way that you stay in the game is to find ways to enjoy being in the game. So for me, it was really important for my journey that I practiced when I was in a good mood. When I was in a bad mood, I didn't go over and then try to force myself. I thought there was just diminishing returns. So I wanted to play when I was in a good mood. If I started to become really frustrated by what I was practicing, I moved on. I'm like, I'll come back to it, whatever, it'll still be there. And then I was like kind of obsessed with playing whatever brought me the most joy, working on whatever I could work on at that time that I enjoyed the very most. And that obviously changed a lot over the years, but I remember there was one piece in my first John Thompson piano lesson book called Swans on the Lake. And I wasn't all that excited about any of the music in that, but this one was just better than all the other ones. And I still remember how to play it. It goes like this. And I just really liked playing that. So I ran it into the ground. And my piano teacher would sometimes even get a little pissy with me because she's like, "You're not practicing this week's lesson." I'm like, "I'm getting better and better at Swans on the Lake, though." She says, "Well, we've already moved past that one." I'm like, "Well, I'm not done with it." And the reason why that matters is by always making plenty of time to do what was most appealing that I had learned, whatever I'd learned, whatever was most appealing, I gave lots and lots of attention to that, and it kept the fire alive to keep playing, and it kept the snowball going down the hill because, it just, in theory, on paper, you can say, well, moving methodically through the books and all of the stuff is. But if you get burned out and you don't enjoy it, then you're going to quit, you're going to give up on it, and then you're not going to get anywhere. So I think mostly what I would encourage your 5-year-old, and I would encourage him or her or they when they're 7 or 10 or 12 or 15, wherever you're at, just try as much as you can with what you're practicing and with the attitude that you're bringing to it to make it a happy experience. And 20 minutes of doing it happily will bring you a lot more return on investment than an hour of beating your brains out and being really frustrated while you're doing it. Because this is, if you stay in the game consistently for a couple of years, you're going to gain a lot of prowess.
And if you burn out on it, even if you work really hard for 6 months and then just stop because you can't take it anymore, you're going to get basically nowhere. So that's my sort of general advice that I would give anybody, regardless of what type of music or anything they're trying to study. So thanks, Allison. I appreciate that question. All right. You're cool, Thomas. We all like you. It's just a misunderstanding, all right? Everybody, let's give everybody as much as we can the benefit of the doubt. Give everybody grace, okay? So, okay, let's move on here. On to some new requests. This one's an 80s tune. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit. I think I know how to do this one. Or I'll make something up with it. Now I just got to find the key. Okay. We'll just see how this goes. This is by Bryan Adams. Got my first real 6-string, bought it at the 5 and dime, played it till my fingers bled. It was the summer of '69. Me and some guys from school had a band and we tried real hard. Jimmy quit, Jody got married. Should've known we'd never get far. Oh, but when I look out now, the summer seemed to last forever. And if I had the choice, yeah, I'd always wanna be there. Those were the best days of my life. Ain't no use in complaining when you got a job to do. Spend my evenings down at the drive-in, and that's when I met you. Standing on your mama's porch, you told me that you'd wait forever. Oh, and when you held my hand, I knew that it was now or never. Those were the best days of my life. Oh yeah, the summer of '69. Oh yeah. Now I gotta remember, where does this go? Let me see. Man, we were killing time when we were young and restless. We needed to unwind. But guess nothing can last forever. It's forever. Yeah. Wasn't really well executed, but that's all right. Now the times are changing. Look, everything's come and gone. Sometimes when I play that 6-string, think about you, wonder where to wrong, yeah. Standing on your mama's porch, she told me that I'd last forever. Oh, and when you held my hand, I knew that it was now or never. Those were the best days of my life. Well, yeah, back in the summer of '69. '89. Oh yeah. All right, all right. Sorry, I got a little confused in the middle there. But we survived. We survived. Okay. We're going to do another Beatles song here for Chris Herb. Let's see here. This is one of those like, I'm pretty sure a lot of times with hit songs, you have no idea what you make an album, you kind of fall in love with everything that you did, and you have no idea what's going to stand out, what people are going to like better than others, and you know, the label takes the album, they go out and they focus test the songs with different groups and all this stuff and do all kinds of marketing research and go, this is the one that we think will be the best single potential. You know, I'm pretty sure that this one, as soon as they cut the record, they knew this one's going to be a hit, and it was by the guy whose songwriting talent kind of developed a little later in the journey, Mr. George Harrison. And it goes like this.
Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. Don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how. Somewhere in a smile she knows, and all I have to do is think of her. Something in a smile that shows me. Don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how. You're asking me will my love grow? I don't know. I don't know. So stick around and it may show. I don't know. I don't know. Something in the way she knows, and all I have to do is think of her. Something in the way she shows me. Don't want to leave her now. Oh, you know I believe in how. Ooh.
All right. Thanks, Chris. I'm going to have to get to the Alan Jackson one another time. I remember, I like that song. I just can't remember how the verses go, but I like the concept of it too. He's like, I was Mario Andretti when Daddy let me drive. I love the concept of that because it's not my story, but my exact story. But there are things like that. I remember times when I was a little kid when my dad would give me a chance to act like a little bit of an adult before I was one. And special memories. It was a cool idea for a song. Okay, let's see. Weekend in New England. So we're going to do some Barry Manilow here for you. Compliments of our friend Trace Montgomery. Barry Manilow takes a lot of crap from a lot of people. And I mean, you know, look, he is like, I don't think even people that like Barry Manilow can deny that he's sort of a cheeseball. But he is at the core of it, underneath, you know, the corniness and the really, really schmoozy, schmaltzy production and stuff, which, by the way, I really like. He's a brilliant musician, a brilliant piano player, a wonderful singer, a great, you know, a writer, composer, and I think even for all of his success, a very underrated talent, an underappreciated talent. So I'm always happy to boost his legacy a little bit. And this is one of my 2 or 3 favorite Barry Manilow cuts. It's called Weekend in New England. Last night I waved goodbye. Now it seems years. I'm back in the city where nothing is clear, but thoughts of me holding you, bringing us near. And tell me, when will our eyes meet? When can I touch you? When will this strong yearning end? When will I hold you again? Sorry, my voice is doing that. Again. Time in New England took me away to long rocky beaches, you by the bay. We started a story whose end must now wait. And tell me, when will our eyes meet? When can I touch you? When will this strong yearning end? And when will I hold you again? I feel the change coming. I feel the wind blow. I feel brave and daring. I feel my blood flow. With you, I could bring out all the love that I have. and tell me, when will our eyes meet? When can I touch you? When will this strong yearning end? And when will I hold you again, again, again? Thank you. God, I've been at about 80% vocally now for, I don't know, like 6 months. So I hate not having my full guns to blaze on a song like that, but I do love that song. Thanks, Trace. Which reminds me, a little programming note. We're going to be here all through March, but I will be taking at least the first 2 and probably the first 3 Sundays in April off from the live stream. I'm going to give myself vocal rest and take a little trip. And then I'll be back the last Sunday in April, and we'll resume our normal schedule. So don't worry, I'm not going away anywhere permanently. I'm just taking a little bit of a breather and letting whatever's going on here heal up a little bit, and work with my vocal coach to strengthen it so that we don't get into this whatever's going on here again. It's nothing serious, but it's just sort of annoying. So, but again, that doesn't start until April, the first Sunday in April. So I'll be around here all the way through March. I think March 31st might be one of our Sundays. I can't remember. But whatever the last Sunday is, I'll be here all the way through. Okay, Lara. This is a song from an album that Billy Joel did called The Nylon Curtain. And it's part, I look at that and I'm like, it's this one's kind of like part Beatles, John, well, I can't even say it's all John Lennon. It's a little more melodic than John Lennon. He sings it kind of like John Lennon. Musically, it reminds me more of something Paul would have done. And it also has sort of a Pink Floyd vibe happening in it. It's kind of a strange, demented song, but I like it a lot, always have. And anyway, just letting everybody know there's an F-bomb in this one. It's not me just saying it for fun. Not that I don't sometimes do that in my private life, but it's not my nature to do it on stage in front of people. But I will be authentic to the song. So when it comes up, just know it's Billy Joel's fault, not mine. Calls me in the middle of the night, passes on a painful information, then these careless fingers, they get caught in a vice till they're bleeding on my coffee table. Living alone isn't all that it's cracked up to be. life has been one long disaster. Then she tells me she suddenly believes she's seen a very good sign. She'll be taking some aggressive action. I fight her walls while she's slamming her doors in my face. Oh, whoa, whoa. Failure to break was the only mistake that she made. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Here I am, feeling like a fucking fool. Do I react the way exactly she intends me to? Every time I think of her book, she makes me lose my cool. I'm her machine. She can punch all the keys, she can push any button I was programmed through. Lara calls me when she needs a good fix. All her questions will get sympathetic answers. I should be so immunized to all of her tricks. Oh yeah, she's surviving on her second chances. Sometimes I feel like this Godfather deal is all wrong. Oh, whoa, whoa. How can she hold an umbilical cord for so long? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Say I've done everything I can. What else am I supposed to do? I'm her machine, and she can punch all the keys, she can push any button I was programmed through. Lara loves me, even if I don't care. And that's my problem. That's her sacred absolution. If she had to, she would put herself in my chair. Even though I faced electrocution, she always says I'm the best friend that she's ever had. Oh, whoa, whoa. How do you hang up on someone who needs you that bad? Oh, whoa, 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 all right. There you go, Bryce. Lara. The most psychopathic song in all of Billy Joel's catalog. Okay, let's do something warm and fuzzy here. We're going to do a little Michael Jackson.
heart, and I know that it is love. This place could be brighter than tomorrow, and if you really try, you find there's no need to cry. In this place, you feel there's no hurt or sorrow. There are ways to get there. You care enough for the living. Make a little space, make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place. For you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. If you want to know why, there's a love that cannot lie. Love is strong, only cares for joyful giving. Try, we shall see. In this bliss we cannot feel. Fear or dread, stop existing and start living. Then it feels it always. Love's enough and it's growing. Make a better world. Make a better world. Heal the world. Take it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. And if the dream we were conceived in, so I did that wrong. If the dream we were conceived in will reveal a joyful face, in the world we once believed in will shine again in grace, then why do we stop strangling life when this earth is fire so? Though it's plain to see the world is heavenly, be God's glow. Fly so high that our spirits never die. In my heart I feel you are all my brothers. Create a world with no fear. Together we'll cry happy tears. See the nations turn their swords into plowshares. We could really get there if you cared enough for the living. Make a little space to make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. Care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. You and for me. You and for heal the world we live in. Save it for the children. Heal the world we live in. You and for me.
All right, thanks, Thomas. Beautiful song. Thank you for giving us all the chance to share that one. Okay, we're running short on time here. I've got time for about one more tune, so I guess I'll shred a little bit here. This is for our friend Bill Hasty. Okay. Haven't done this one in a while. We'll see if my vocal cords remember how to do it. This is off the Piano Man album, but to me, the definitive version of this song definitely was the live version off of Songs in the Attic. Oops. I can do that better. We're going to start that over. Take two, as we say in show business. Saturday night and you're still hanging around, tired of living in your one-horse town. You'd like to find a little hole in the ground for a while. Go to the village in your tie-dye jeans. You stare at the junkies in the closet queens. It's like some pornographic magazine. You smile. Oh, Captain Jack will get you high tonight and take you to your special island. Ah, Captain Jack will get you by tonight. Just a little push and you'll be smiling. Oh, oh, yeah. So your sister's gone out, she's on a date, and you just sit at home and contemplate the meaning of life.
Phone is gonna ring it soon, but you just can't wait for that call. Ooh. Stand on the corner in your new English clothes. You look so polished from your head down to your toes. Oh, but still your fingers just gonna pick your nose after all. Oh, but Captain Jack will get you high tonight and take you to your special island. And our Captain Jack will get you by tonight. Just a little push and you'll be smiling. Whoa, whoa, yeah. You decide to take a holiday. You got your tape decks and your brand new Chevrolet, but there ain't no place to go anyway. What for? Oh, so you got everything, all but nothing's cool. Just found your father in a swimming pool, and you guess you won't be going back to school anymore. Oh, but Captain Jack will get you high tonight and take you to your special island. Ah, Captain Jack will get you by tonight. Just a little push and you'll be smiling. Oh, 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 yeah. So you play your albums and you smoke your pot and you meet your girlfriend in a parking lot. Still you're rigging for the things you have not got. Went wrong. Oh, can't understand. I did that wrong. Still you're rigging for the things you have not got. What went wrong? Oh, and if you can't understand why your world is so dead, why you gotta keep in style to feed your head. Well, you're 21, but still your mother makes your bed, and that's too long. Whoa, whoa, yeah, the Captain Jack will get you high tonight and take you to your special island. Whoa, Captain Jack will get you high tonight. Just a little push and you'll be smiling. Well, now Captain Jack will get you high tonight and take you to your special island. Oh, Captain Jack can make you die tonight. Just a little push and you're
Well, folks, I am going to call it a day there. Thank you for all the great requests. Sorry if I seem a little bit tired today. I am. I was visiting my sister for a couple of days and stayed up way, way too late with a lot of old friends and having a lot of laughs, and had to get on the road first thing this morning. And so I'm probably going to collapse into my bed for a nap after this, but I really did enjoy myself, even if I looked like a zombie while I was doing it. So thanks to everyone for your great requests and for giving me the excuse to do this. We'll be back here next week, as usual, same bat time, same bat channel. And as I like to close out all of my shows with, remember, if you're a musician, if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. And for everybody, give as much love as you can to as many people as you can, as often as you can. We do not know when this ride comes to an end, so leave it all in the field. Don't let yourself have a bunch of regrets, okay? I love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Thank you very, very much.